Welcome to Consumer Update. I'm Kelly Lightbourne. Thanks so much for joining us today. Even though it's still pretty warm around here, staying healthy through winter is everyone's goal. Here to give us all some great information is Dr. Tracy Linhart, the Medical Director of Peaks of Health Metabolic Medical Center. Welcome back to the show.
Well, thanks. It's great to be back.
Yes, and I have to thank you because I am feeling wonderful.
No, that's good.
During, what was it, probably a few months ago, I started being treated and life has changed. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
But today we're going to talk a little bit about, instead of going from hormones, we're going to go into things you should do for the winter months.
Especially right now, this is flu season for us. Mm-hmm. So, what you can do to keep your body healthy, what you can do to keep your immune system healthy so you don't get the flu. People always wonder why I don't get sick. Mm-hmm. Well, it's because I can't kind of take care of myself. And it's just not about eating right and exercising right. It's also making sure our vitamin D levels are adequate. Studies have shown if your vitamin D level is above a certain level, you won't get the flu if you're exposed to it.
Really?
Yeah, the level's about 70, and this is studies they did with young, healthy people where they actually, gave them influenza, and the ones with levels above 70 did not come down with it.
Oh, didn't know that. And I know you're a big proponent of really looking at somebody as a whole and making sure that every aspect is covered as far as vitamins and hormones, and it plays into every part of your life. Including
it does. Those nutrients are really important to us. Also, we actually look at our patients' immune systems. We look at their white blood cells, but we also look to see if their natural killer cells are adequate to keep their immune system really healthy. Because if they are, you're also less likely to come down with other things like cancer. One of the things that predispose us to it is a poor immune system.
Wow, I didn't know that. Now, I know there's debate because I'm on the non-flu shot side of it. How do you feel about flu shots?
Well, we do give flu shots in our office. We use non-mercury preservative-free flu shots, so I'm not a huge proponent of the preservatives in them. And I give them for my patients who actually really need them. Right. A fairly healthy patient, with a good immune system should not need a flu shot. But somebody that, is older, has medical issues, is debilitated, or has a lower immune system, somebody with, COPD or lung issues, that person probably would benefit from a flu shot.
So it's really individualized. It's not a, hey, we're giving free flu shots, come on in.
Yeah, it isn't. I mean, I myself don't get it, but that's again because I keep my body healthy.
Yeah, you're balanced.
So I'm balanced, so I really don't need that.
Balanced. What are some of the other issues that people might be facing coming into this season? Because obviously, with temperature changing, we do get sick.
We do, and then as soon as the winter's over, we start hitting the pollen season, which again hits all the sinus issues and all the allergy issues. So, the change in temperatures really can affect the the body and the immune system. Sleep is a big one. We have a tendency during the holidays, we're very stressed out. Stress lowers your immune system. You don't sleep as well. 2 nights of lack of sleep can lower your immune system by 30%. Really? Just those 2 nights. So think about Christmas Eve and Christmas, type things. So those kinds of things, alcohol, what we do, the way we eat also lowers our immune system.
During the season.
Exactly.
It may not be seasonal, but it's during the season.
We run an urgent care center in our office for our patients. It's amazing how many of them were coming in with just colds and coughs and flus during this whole process.
And then you start talking to them, and there's a common denominators.
And we would give them fairly good doses of vitamin D. We would give them injectable vitamin D to boost up their immune systems, to kind of get them through it, so they wouldn't have to, be sick for 3 or 4 weeks. They're sick for 1 or 2 days that way.
Wow. Now, I do want to stress, there's a difference between, your clinic and, having a primary doctor. What's the difference?
Well, we do more preventative. I try to get ahead of the 8 ball instead of, one thing I notice about medicine, today is we're always trying to put the fire out. We wait until it happens and then we try to put the fire out, and we're always chasing our tails. So we look really heavily into that patient and try to find out what's going to happen. So same thing with, things like diabetes. We can predict that long before diabetes ever happens. So we can, stop that process from happening. So we're always looking for, anything that would, again, lower their immune system and make them susceptible to something. We do get a lot of the severely chronic patients in there that are already way behind, and we have to start the repair process and start reversing it all. But, a lot of times it's, we have patients who come in, I just want a health check. And it's like, I'm very healthy. I just want to know what's going on. And then it's like, well, you got this, 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 and this. And it's like, oh, God, I thought I was really healthy.
Exactly. And you don't realize, I just want to put this just because I've gone through it now, is I came in with that health check saying, okay, well, she'll come on the show. Let me see let's just do a random check, but I'm going to be fine. I didn't realize that I could feel as good as I felt, because I haven't felt
Yeah.
this good since I was a child. And you just forget, you get used to the things that plague
You get used to feeling bad. You get
Yeah.
used to being tired. You get used to being sick, you know.
And not being able to sleep. Now I can sleep, I get
Yeah.
up, I have energy, and I'm like, ah,
I
and you
know.
don't realize it because you think it's okay.
It's like my intestinal system. I thought irritable bowel syndrome was normal. I'm like, I didn't realize how good it can work until I fixed it.
Right.
And a lot of it was diet. And I can tell a big difference when my diet is off is when it's on, and it makes a huge difference. The food you put into your system, how well you take care of your body.
And that's one thing I want to stress too. You guys are very good about making us accountable. And sometimes you need that partner to hold your hand and say, okay, let's get healthy. The numbers don't lie. You might not be telling us the
Yes.
truth, but the
It's
numbers
funny.
don't lie. And you call people out of it. Now my entire family goes to you because you've been so wonderful in treating the entire person and not just making us a number. So I want to personally thank you for that and stress
you're
that,
welcome.
because it's just something different.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, there's so many patients that we have that, we see that corner being turned in them or that light bulb moment go off. It's like, okay, I really can't do this to myself.
And speaking of light bulb moment, you have some really exciting news.
Yes.
Something's going on.
Yeah,
Tell
it's
us a little bit
great.
about it.
Well, we just started a new radio show, Dr. Tracy Show. It's on 970 WFLA radio, and it's on Sundays at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wow.
So we're going to have some amazing guests on the show. I have some top physicians across the country, the top doctors that do all this stuff, that are going to come in and talk about, the different aspects of integrative medicine and healthcare and how you can actually improve your system and your body.
And she can't tell you who they are, but she told me, and so you're going to want to check the website, because you're going to post on a website,
Yeah, we're
and
going to be
social
posting
media,
it on our website or Facebook page.
as they come, and they're very exciting.
Yeah,
a
we
lot
have
of
some
great
really
information,
good top guests coming on. Some of them a little bit on the famous side,
which is really exciting. Plus, you give us a lot of information. So
it is. It's
yeah.
all about informing the public, and it's all about giving people, some control over their own health.
Well, again, thank you for coming on the show. Make sure you guys go to the website. Check
Thank
out the
you.
next guests. When you're looking for that perfect diamond ring and a jewelry store that will treat you like family, well, there's only one place to go. We'll tell you more when we come back.